Good afternoon. I just wanted to talk about a quick video about the pile of shame. What I mean by the pile of shame, of course, and forgive me for cropping the picture, is all the stuff that you may have collected. Building is not much of a problem, but once you built it, it just stays built, and that's it. For example, all the stuff here is just a proportion of what I have. Literally directly in front of me is a lot more piles of shame. Pile of shame is just a derivative term to state all the stuff you've not painted yet. I'm in the process of currently doing bit by bit stuff. So for example, I'm working on this Hero Quest Orc, and I am working on a Havoc here. Yes, my painting isn't great, but they do look better painted, even if my painting level is not that excellent, which it isn't. But there's my Hell Brute, which I wouldn't mind having some more of them, but they are quite costly these days compared to what they used to be. Anyway, I have, I suspect, thousands of hours of painting. Now, you could always try and, as I've said before, sub it out and get somebody else to at least relieve some of that pile of shame. The only thing is you will, the more you paint, you will get better, but again, there's a plateau that you'll get to where you won't be able to get any better than the level you get to. There's a lot of painting tutorials on YouTube, and I'm not going to do any of them because my level is not good enough to attribute to it. But also be mindful, if you are buying more stuff, how much it'll add to your pile of shame. For example, it doesn't look very much, and I wasn't thinking about it so much at the time. Sort of regretting it a little bit now, but I will get round to it. And that's the Legions Imperialis Questoris Knights that have been out for a while. Luckily for me, it's only 2 little sprues, but in there and in this, I have many more sprues. Some of them will never be built because I've moved on from the idea I was having at the time, and some of them will get done. I mean, it would be nice to finish one of the. I will try to finish this Orc lady this week, because, to be honest with you, it's about time she did get finished. Even though she's a villain, a little villain character, well, not villain, but a character, a troop character in Hero Quest, it'd still be nice to have the whole set. Very much like finishing my Abomination, which is not quite there. He's getting there, but he's not quite there, but I'll put him back. Also, the other thing is this desk was full of stuff, and sometimes, no matter what your skill level is, that can be intimidating. So I cleared my desk of all the various colours that I used, because I had about 40 paint pots on here, which is slightly embarrassing, but it's just management, really, managing your area and getting a good amount of stuff done. Now, bit by bit, I will get it done. I will show you the finished result, because we've got 3 projects on the go, which is not probably too many. That's the biggest problem. You start a project and then you don't get to the end of the project, and then you've got something built, undercoated, and that's it, and it doesn't get any further than that, because you're sort of slightly intimidated by the amount you have to do. For example, this week or last week or so. I've only done about 3 or 4 models, this one being the latest, which I built last week and painted, spray painted everything last week, in the process of doing him and doing this guy bit by bit, because troop models are fine, but when you get to bigger models like this one, I mean, this isn't the biggest you can get, but if I'm ever going to be doing any like full size knights, I need to get this geezer done, or boy, or whatever you want to call him, done. And there's his base ready for him. But let me know in the comments what you are painting at this moment in time, and if you have a pile of shame. There are some very good individuals out there that just buy paint and then move on, so they won't buy anything until they move on. The only thing I'm waiting for at the moment is a Legions Imperialis Thunderbolt gunship, because at the moment they're in short supply, and I've also bought from Element Games, and not in any way, I've never used Element Games before, it's the first time I've used Element Games, but I've finally bought some dropper pots of the Rust collection. And what I like about this, from what I discovered yesterday, because I've got a lot of epic orcs to do, and the Rust will definitely make them look a little bit better and more authentic, but for each of the dropper pods you've got a little palette to put each one of those in. I'll just show you the box, because that might be more helpful, he says, famous last words. So you get 6 paints in here, various different items of Rust. I can't wait to use that, because I will. Probably use it on the hero quest actually for the zombies and stuff, but I'm not going to pick anything else up. This is the exception, because the squad was 1 man down, which I didn't realise, so I built him. But everything else in this box of shame will get done before I move on to other things. And as you can see, this is why I took them off the desk, because there's just too much. There's way too much. Like this guy, that's what some of the Rust colour's going to be for, but also more sort of long term is I want to clear this, because it doesn't look that good. I mean, after I've done my last word bearer, although he's not exactly my last word bearer, but rank and file word bearer, then I will move on to other things. But I mean, my next guy that I will probably try to finish, because I'm not that good, is this gentleman here. But for a psychological boost, it's best just to keep that out of the way and get the paints. You've just got to be disciplined, really. This is also from a Warhound Titan, which is in my storage thing at the moment. That can stay there, so I know exactly where it is. Should be really sticking that on the Warhound Titan. That would be a more intelligent thing to do. I digress. I hope you guys are doing well. Unfortunately, in the last couple of weeks some personal stuff has come up. I'm okay, but there's some issues that I've been having to attend to when life occasionally gets in the way, which is always unfortunately, as all of you are out there. Anyway, this is going to be a short one. I'm going to do another one tomorrow. I've finally managed to mess about with the camera so the exposure's a lot better, so it's not so dark, so that's a good thing. I probably don't even need the lighting strip that's next to me at the moment, but I do thank you very much for watching my video. Let me know in the comments what you're painting, how it's going. There is a few friends of mine, well, one that had been painting for years and he's got back into it because he's painting his Blood Bowl. And there's Jay, you know who you are. Just pick up that brush. You know, you're probably going to give me some nonsense, Jay, but just paint one model. Just get back into it again. I've been guilty of the same thing, where I've not been doing it for a while. So anyway, guys, however you are, whenever you're doing, whatever you're doing, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.